Welcome to Awaken Human, where we rebirth sovereignty into your true self, bridging together mind, body, and spirit as we experience Earth as a soul in the human body, sharing channeled messages from ascended masters and our awakening journeys, including my own. I'm your host, Maeve. Let the journey continue. Welcome back to another day of being an awakened human. Today's episode, I'm going to be sharing a channeled message that touches on the Stillpoint unity consciousness, how each master, ascended master, held a unique gift that came with their enlightenment, but underlying the enlightenment was their knowingness and embodiment of oneness. For those of you who don't know what the still point is, it's this place really of pure consciousness, the void. And this is something that they were teaching me quite a bit about at this time. And it's been one of this beautiful unfoldings where sometimes they're teaching me something and then I'm being guided to read a book about it that's also confirming this information. And so this has been a really fun process to see and experience. And at this time, I'd actually started reading the Book of Secrets by Osho, and it has 112 meditations. And I hadn't read any of Osho's work. I'd come across some quotes and watched some YouTube videos. But before this, I hadn't read any of his actual text. I bought the book because at the time I had just started leading a group and I was looking for more meditation ideas. I actually have the book right here. I did not anticipate that it was going to be this large, but I have not finished it. I'm barely in it because there's so much in here. Um, this is one that I'm gonna have to like come back to in and out of my journey. But I picked it up to get some new meditation techniques to bring to the group. And little did I know more of the depths of Osho's teachings because I knew that he taught about Tantra, but in here he talked about stillpoint through the breath work and the pause of the breath leading into the space of pure consciousness into that void. And so in the beginning of this channeling, they're talking a little bit and integrating some of these teachings that I was learning at that time. And the other thing I think that's important to mention is they talk about Master Saint Germain, and they keep telling me I've wanted to get a book on him and learn more about the violet flame outside of what I know or just have personally experienced with working with the violet flame. But they've told me, nope, do not pick up any books about him. We will reveal more about his work over time. This channeled message was done on January 17th. And since then, I've learned a little bit more about Master Saint Germain having multiple incarnations, one as Joseph ben Jacob, Yeshua's father, and Merlin. And Merlin, I'm also understanding, is more of an expansion or a collection, an order, I guess you could say, of souls as well. And so this has been interesting. Now it's kind of even going back to this. And the reason I'm sharing this now is I'm going to Glastonbury and going to have a few weeks where I won't be able to record something live. And this message was right before I had asked the guides to attune my vocal cords to the ancient accent that I hear when they're giving me these messages. So this is kind of interesting because it was still where I was trying to mimic it more And so it's interesting to see kind of my own progression with that too. And so excited to share this unfolding with you all that has continued to evolve for me. So, because this is an older message, this is when I was just recording on voice memo at this point. And so, because of that, you're going to hear my dogs drinking water, the AC unit in my apartment going off. Maybe not. I'm going to try with the program that I have to see if it will edit out that background noise. But in case it doesn't, just going to go ahead and give you a full warning that those things may be there and just going to go with it. But I invite you to close your eyes, go inside, and allow yourself to receive whatever it is that you're needing from this message.
Beloved one, we are with you still. We would like to discuss further the still point. There are aspects of this that you're understanding about how the breath works, how when you are in the body, you can access this breath, this point within your breath. While we know that you know what we mean by this, that there are these pauses within your breath that allow you to feel the consciousness, the unity consciousness of the still point. Up at the top of your breath, through the pause, and down at the bottom of the out breath and the pause. There are many access points to this that you can experience just through your breath. Understand that the masters were aware of this and had accessed the still point from this space. There are many parts of the awakening process that are essential and create a concoction of sorts that allow for each individual's process to be unique to them. And while there are aspects of the formula, or shall we say the sacred formula, that are going to overlap into how each individual comes to understand that, and the layers that they need to shed will look different. As you know, within each one of us, we had our own unique gifts and unique aspects of how we came to be enlightened with what we shared, how we shared. But underlying was the same message of oneness. Each one of us has a unique offering that you therefore too can bring to humanity. As you are learning each one of these gifts, you are accessing it within yourself. to be a guide for others in humanity that are raising their consciousness, are on the awakening path. You are not here to awaken them. You are here to assist them to elevate into their own enlightenment. Understand that as you grasp further each one of these tools, you'll be able to help accelerate this within each individual. For Yeshua had healing abilities that you are aware of. He was able to manifest and create miracles that others thought were impossible. Mother Mary embodies the wisdom of the Cosmic Mother, the receptivity and nurturing that is essential for each one of you collectively. Mary Magdalene, while she was with Isis in her temples, learned how to access portals within her womb and her sacred feminine, her sacred sexuality. And within these powers come what you all call sex magic, but it is so much more. It is your place of creatorship, your life force energy that you're using to access higher points and understanding through this human vessel. The technology in the human vessel is designed to operate in this way, and Mary Magdalene will be your guide in bringing this aspect not only to yourself, but how you allow for others to understand what is possible. Osho was a master of the Stillpoint breath, understanding how everything within himself was a tool and a direct access to his creatorship. For each one of these masters understood how to access the still point. Buddha, he brought in many, many tools. But for one, it is to understand that he learned that you cannot go searching for something that you already are. This is why we repeatedly say that there is nothing to do. Because when you try to do, you're getting into the mind, and this prevents you from accessing what you already are inside. And this one Buddha also brought the gift of laughter. The laughter of the mind in how it tries to seek the things that it tells you that you are. the things that it makes you think about and believe about yourself. Beloveds, understand that there are so many unique gifts that you can learn from each one of these masters. And Master Saint Germain, with this violent flame, allowed for you to understand how to release the karmic connections in your body. We know for this one that there's much more for her to learn about Master Saint Germain. She understands that there is a magical power about this master, and yet there's much to be discovered for her. Beloveds, understand what each one of these masters is able to offer. And as you can see, each one had their own unique path and offering. And there is no one way. And this is what you must understand about each one of you when we say that you are each unique. But yet, what you will all exude underneath is the oneness, the love, the unity consciousness as you come into the depths of understanding the morphic field. Because you do not have a choice. You've all already connected. Start to see the Creator in each one of not only yourself inside, but each person that you come across. For that is what they are. We love you and we are with you.
Okay, so a few things I wanted to touch on after sharing this message, and just one to clarify what they were saying about we don't have a choice, because I do just want to reiterate or highlight that we do have free will, but the thing that they're talking about is that our automatic connection as a collective within the morphic field. And so there's a difference between free will that we have once we're here and we're incarnated, we have choices about what we do, how we evolve. And yes, there are some predestined timelines that we set up in place, but we have a choice and sovereignty on how we go about those. So just wanted to highlight that they are talking about that it's inevitable that we're connected. And the beautiful part of that is when someone is healing in the collective, that information, that access to that healing is available to all of us. And we can co create from that place. We can access that and download it into our own beingness if we so choose. But we don't have a choice that we're connected, because that's our also integrates and pulls us into our aspect of oneness. And when I say oneness, we're all an extension of source. And so the oneness is this energy that exists and is moving through all of us. And so that's the other place that they were saying is just for us to see our uniqueness within that oneness, that all these enlightened masters had different gifts. And underneath that, their enlightenment was in the oneness. They knew that. And so I believe that with where we're going in humanity, this evolution that's happening right now with the densities that we're clearing, we each have an opportunity to move into enlightenment if we choose. That this is available to us. And because of this propelling and evolution, we have that opportunity now more so in this life. And not that everybody's going to do it, because some people are going to transition before that. But more and more of us are here to create the new earth energies that are that are really just bringing back places that we've already been in our consciousness here on earth. And so just wanted to highlight those few pieces, and also just let you all know too that there is a link in my show notes and bio towards my website where you can submit any questions that you would like to ask the Ascended Masters. And the next couple messages will be some pre-recorded ones, but after I get back from this Glastonbury trip, I will be happy to start sharing again and starting to bring some interviews. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. I love you so much and so grateful to be with you in this time and space. Thank you for tuning in to Awaken Human. I hope this empowered you on your spiritual awakening and knowing thyself. The key to awakening lies within each of us, and by embracing our authentic selves, we create a brighter, more compassionate world. If you like this episode, share to your story and tag me. Don't forget to subscribe for future episodes and leave a review or comment. Until next time, may you continue to awaken to the infinite possibilities within.